Hey guys, it's Andy. She blinded me with refractors, and it is time for the 2020 YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. So, before I show the channels that I'm going to nominate, I'd like to first say thanks to Mike, Baseball Collector. This is something that this will be the third year that he's done this, and this is something that he does, and it takes up a tremendous amount of time. I don't know if people realize the amount of work that goes into this, as far as just making sure that everyone understands the rules, calculating the votes, just keeping track of the videos. There's just a lot that goes into it. So, and it's something that I've always thought of as really fun, and it gives exposure to channels that people may not know about, because at the end of the day we all have different interests and different things that we think makes a good YouTube channel. So nobody's list is going to be perfect, because there simply is not enough hours in the day for any of us to watch all of the channels. So, I mean, really, we just do the best that we can, as far as, picking out channels that we feel are deserving and channels that we watch and enjoy. And it was tough to, I mean, I thought it was going to be pretty easy to come up with my list of 10, and as I really started to dig into it, man, it was tough, especially you get down to those last few spots. So, man, I already know there's several guys that man, I think the world of their channel, and they didn't make it on the list this time, but I mean, I can promise you I've already got several guys in mind for next year's ballot. So, anyways, I just suggest everybody, do the best you can, as far as, picking the 10 best channels in your opinion, and just have fun with it, guys. It's fun. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the list. All right, guys. So here is the list of 10 channels that I came up with that I felt were all deserving for the 2020 YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. And I'll say a little bit about each channel as we go through the list here. First up, I don't think this one should surprise too many people. We've got Dave, Blue Jacket 66. And I went ahead and put the subscriber counts on each card that I'm going to show you guys, and you'll see a wide range of subscribers. I really did not take that into consideration that much, to be quite honest, but I just kind of wanted to show everyone like how many subscribers each person has. So Dave's channel, I mean, it's so unique, and it's just one of my favorite channels, period. I mean, regardless of whether it's people that are already in the YouTube Hall of Fame or not, Dave's got a great channel. I mean, if you want to learn something about sports cards, go and watch any of Dave's videos. I can almost guarantee you that you're going to learn something in every video. And to me, that's important. Dave has a tremendous collection. He specializes in vintage baseball, more specifically food and beverage issues, which you're going to see cards. I've seen cards that I've really never seen before on his channel. And just a super generous guy. I mean, if you've watched his channel, you know some of the legendary contests and just giveaways that he's done. Some of them just randomly, just hey, if you watch this video, hey, just answer this question and I'll send you something that's just ridiculously awesome. So, who better to start off the list with than Dave, Blue Jacket 66? Next up, we've got a guy with the legendary name. I know everybody always likes to talk about my channel name, but to me, this is a legendary channel name. Bob Lewis. What can we say about Bob Lewis? He's a huge Austin Meadows collector. He collects Pirates team sets. He collects his local Pittsburgh teams. He likes to collect goofy cards. He likes to have a good time. He just keeps things very light and entertaining. And Bob has, he's been one of my favorites since I first discovered his channel, right when I started making content. I think Bob and I probably came in around the same time as far as creating content. And just a super chill guy. I mean, if you want to have a good time watching a video, then just go watch one of Bob Lewis's videos, and you'll get to also learn an uninteresting fact about Bob Lewis with each video. So Bob Lewis, second there. And these are in no particular order, by the way. Next up, a guy, in my opinion, there's a couple of guys on this list that I'll mention that are just like super underappreciated, I think, in the YouTube community. Roth 6, Brian. This guy has a ton of knowledge. Like, if you watch his channel, you would probably think that he only knows about Hank Greenberg. He primarily collects Hank Greenberg, but this dude has a ton of knowledge about vintage, pre-war baseball. He's started to get into some more modern baseball even. And just a super smart guy, full of knowledge, man. Like, I really enjoy watching his videos. I mean, his Hank Greenberg collection is just astounding. Just the dedication and the cards that he chooses to add to his collection. He's like, I don't do as much vintage and pre-war as Brian does, but we have a similar collecting style, as in we're both very particular about what we buy. Like, we both have, I would say, relatively small collections, and that's pretty much by design. So I really appreciate Brian's channel and his knowledge. So Roth 6, super underappreciated at only 356 subscribers. That should be way higher, in my opinion. Next up, and this is another guy that I think, man, this guy, yeah, he definitely needs more subscribers, because Bill, the Hall of Fame collector. What an impressive collection of Hall of Fame autographs that Bill has. I mean, he does baseball, basketball, vintage, modern. As far as, like, I mean, it's still Hall of Fame players, but he'll collect like the newer autographs of these guys as well. He has some just awesome cut autos. And another interesting thing about his collection, he has just an amazing Back to the Future collection too, which I know that's not sports related, but like, that is just a killer video when he showed off his Back to the Future collection. So another guy that's just, I mean, this is, and there's a couple of guys on this list here. Like, whenever people in this community, like, that collect Hall of Fame autographs, like, whenever they're looking to purchase something, this is one of the guys that they want to talk to about it. That's how much knowledge Bill has. And, you know, that's pretty humbling, I would think, to be in a position like that where you're that knowledgeable about something that people are going to come and ask you for your opinion. Next up, this is a gentleman that he has a very similar collecting style to myself as far as like what he collects. He does baseball, football, basketball, vintage, modern. and that's Josh, rated rookie. Man, he has a tremendous collection, and it's another guy, man. He just like 767 subscribers. Like that's a lot, but for the quality of content that Josh puts out, like I just feel like it should be way more than that. Like I feel his channel is underappreciated. He does a great job. Like he will shoot a lot of his videos outside, and when he's showing off refractors, I mean, you really get that shine. Like that's that's a great way to do it. Like in here, I like in my place, like I struggle sometimes with that because the lighting is not great in here, but he really catches the shine on those cards and they just really pop. And I mean, some of his you know, top 50, top 100 videos of his collection, just astounding. I mean, go check out Josh, rated rookie. Next up, the man, the myth, the legend, Philmington. Philmington has risen in this community about as fast as anyone that I've seen since I've been doing videos. He's already up to almost 3,000 subscribers. He has the super popular rookie card explosion box that people, you know, love to open each month. He's done a great series of speculation videos on mostly modern baseball guys. So if you're into like the young prospects and the younger baseball players, and you're kind of wanting to know like who's going to be hot in the upcoming season, I highly suggest you watch Philmington's channel. Some guys just kind of like, you know, throw darts and kind of see what sticks. Phil, he really digs in to the analytics of these players, and I just feel like he has a really great baseball mind, and that translates into cards as well. So Philmington. Next up is a guy that has recently acquired the nickname of the Cardboard Apprentice, and that is JT, Triple Crown 24. A lot of people, you know JT for his Miguel Cabrera Super Collection, which is just outstanding. But there's a lot more to his channel than just that. JT has recently started setting up at card shows. So if you watch his channel now, you're going to get kind of a behind the scenes look of what it's like to be a card dealer in today's world. I mean, for a guy his age, and I know other people have talked about this as well, I mean, just an astounding amount of knowledge about sports cards, about how the hobby works. I mean, I think all of us probably wish that we were as smart about this stuff at JT's age. As you know, I mean, it's just crazy. When we were that age, like I didn't see things the way that JT does, and it's awesome, man. So JT, appreciate the channel. Best of luck to you, my friend. Next up, Andrew, Nuf Ced Cards. Another pre-war baseball collector. Outstanding collection. Loves the Red Sox. This is, I mean, he's kind of like the guy that people in this community tend to go to if they're looking to make a high dollar vintage baseball card purchase. He's very well known in this community for picking out cards that have tremendous eye appeal for the, you know, assigned or technical grade. super nice guy. I got a chance to hang out with Andrew at the national convention this last summer, and you know, as I did with a lot of these guys, and I could say this about any of the guys on this list, like I just tried to soak up as much knowledge as I could from him and the rest of the guys on this list, because man, I can't even tell you how much I have learned over the past 2 years just by watching all these guys' videos. So Andrew, Nuf Ced Cards. Next up, Sconnie Tradition. So Scott's channel, he does some PSA registry stuff. He is a huge Green Bay Packers fan, huge Milwaukee Bucks fan, Milwaukee Brewers. So he collects some of the players from those teams, but he also does like the top 250 cards in the hobby. Man, just a lot of super cool stuff you'll get to see on his channel, and he's just really super knowledgeable about vintage football, vintage basketball, modern. I mean, this guy, that's why a lot of these channels, you'll notice that I really appreciate the channels that are like multi-dimensional, like, vintage, modern, different sports. That's the great thing about, so many guys on this list, is they know so much about all the different aspects. And these are great guys to know, because if you ever have a question about something, there's probably somebody that's on this list that can answer it. So Scott's just a great guy too, one of the nicest guys in this community. I really enjoy talking back and forth with him about sports, not just the cards, but sports in general. So Sconnie Tradition. And last, and certainly not least, we have Mike and Luke, Up North Collectors. I'll be honest, guys, like, I don't usually watch a ton of breaker channels, but these guys are the exception to the rule, because they break so many different products, and you can just, like, I feel like I can just go to their channel if I'm wanting to see, hey, what is this new product that just came out? What does it look like? Because these guys break so much different stuff. They kind of give us a sneak peek at everything that's coming out. And it's just, they're just such great guys too. Like, look at that subscriber count. Over 8,500 subscribers. And just the most down-to-earth, humble guys. It's, father and son. So I think that's super cool that this is something that they get to enjoy together. And yeah, man, like, I've been watching their channel for a long time, and I really enjoy it. They're just super generous guys too. Even though they have that many subscribers and they get tons of comments on their videos, they do a great job of getting back with people, replying to comments. And that's another thing that, pretty much all these guys that I put on here, they all do that. And I think that is something that's very important to me personally in this community, is the interaction that people have. Like, not only do all these guys have great channels, but they support everybody else's channels as well. And I mean, I think that's, to me, that's probably like one of the most important things, because there's just a lot of channels that may not do that, and I think that's huge. So that's my list, guys. Like I said, there was several other channels that were so close, and I couldn't put them all on here. I thought it was going to be easy just to come up with 10, and man, it was a lot harder than I thought. And like I said earlier, there is no perfect list because we can't all watch everything. So there's going to be, differences in opinions on, a lot of people's countdowns. But just have fun with it and enjoy it, guys. So all right, thanks for watching and good luck, everyone.